Hey, AA. I'm doing alright. Life gets a little bit tough when I end my lives. No, not necessarily. I always read the first person who comes in, so you're the first. But if you can give me a little bit of time, I'm still prepping. But I did want to come on here and let everybody know that I am hosting a psychic circle. I know life is a roller coaster. For me too. I am hosting my psychic circle tonight at 6 p.m. for anybody who would like to open up to their intuitive psychic faculties, which we all have. Mm-hmm. Don't look in the same boat. Okay. So yeah, just give me a couple more minutes here. So, where are you from? What country? Maybe you're from the U.S. If so, what state? I just like to know where people are from. You may have already told me. I just kind of forgot. You guys are seeing the rehearsal right now. You guys are seeing the pre-session warm-up here. Yes, I'm gonna read for AA first, since they're the first ones to come in, and then I'll be reading for our new subscribers. But if there are no new subscribers, then I'll read for anybody. Let me just check in with Spirit and see if I'm good. Okay. Here we go. So hello to everybody. I'm trying to conserve my energy today because again I'm hosting a psychic circle tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's in roughly about 3.5 hours from now. So anybody is welcome. Anybody who's interested in wanting to basically open up themselves to receive signs from Spirit. Basically do what I do. Okay? So it's at 6 p.m. It's gonna last around maybe around 2 hours. I'm gonna let other people be able to come on camera if they are comfortable. If they want, they can share their story, whatever they like to share. Maybe you have some spiritual, psychic phenomena that you want to share that you think is interesting. Will likely find it interesting just as much as you. And yes, so it's a opportunity for you to see, how Spirit communicates with you best. If you see things, hear things, feel things, know things, this is gonna be the course, the get together. Okay, it's gonna be a good time. So hopefully we'll see you there. All right. Yes. Doesn't it sound intriguing? I used to go to actual psychic. Actually, we called it a mediumship circle. A few years back, when I had no idea what I was doing. And yeah, it was really interesting. Back then, I had to pay a cover fee or an entrance fee. It's about $15, but looky here, you get to have the experience for free, right in your very own room, wherever you're going to be at. Just as effective. Okay. Oh, Sanchez, you just got to put yourself out there. That's all. Just got to try. You're going to fail. And you're going to look dumb like me. I looked very dumb back then. Getting very, very poor quality tarot card readings. But after a while, when you know that you're supposed to be doing this work, it turns into, just gets refined over time. So just don't give up. Always put yourself out there. People are kind, okay? But just get the practice. And that's it. Perseverance and practice is key. Don't be afraid to fail. I'm pretty sure I fail at times. It's part of the game. So just get back up and keep going. Okay? Focus on the positive. So 6 o'clock. I hope to see your name, Sanchi. Where are you from? Hold on, just one second. Yeah, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read for AA, okay? So AA, Try not to tell me anything, okay? Try to have a question in your head. Not try to, please have a question in your head. When you ask specific questions, usually what spirit sends me is usually more specific, clear, and the message comes in stronger. So yeah, the more specific your question, the more specific the answer will come, okay? Take a deep breath for me. Oh no, my iPad is not still charged. Okay. So this is for AA, everybody. Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, so I'm just warming up here. Okay, so what I think is coming through is you're likely. Okay, I already know you told me you're stressed out, but I feel like you've been stressed out for a while, and it seems like it's come to the point where maybe you feel as though stressing out is not even going to help out anybody, and I feel like maybe you think that a simple shift to get to a peaceful state is like in order or like most appealing to you at this time, okay? I'm just warming up here, so give me a moment. Okay. Why am I getting the feeling that are you saying like you have okay, I can is there a reason for you to be looking at yourself and you're saying like, "Damn, I'm amazing. I'm amazing." But there's a sense of frustration with it as well. So, what is this? You know you're amazing, but what is this? Not everybody gets it. Is this what it is? This is what I'm seeing. Is AA still here? AA, could you let us know that you're here? We gotta make sure I'm reading for you. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, no worries. No worries. We're gonna keep going. Oh, and make sure if you're asking questions, please hold those in your mind, okay? Don't forget to hold those questions. So, what's coming through is the word skid row. I've gotten this word before, and so I know this has to do with like, almost like delinquents in like a jail kind of environment thing.
I'm so sorry that happened.
Hey,
That's
Apollo.
Not okay. You should have felt
Hey, Apollo.
pain.
Hey, Apollo. God. Hey, Apollo. The symbol skid row came.
Oh, that's rough.
Hey. Apollo. Hey. Hey, we're live on YouTube.
Got you. I'm staying.
Hey, so skid row came through as a symbol. What do you think this means? I'm gonna choose a card now.
Got it. We're live. I'll keep it minimal and only speak with you, Cuban. Row as a symbol feels like
skid
a
row.
Path,
skid row.
Row as a symbol feels like a
skid
human rhythm, like
skid row.
Space and momentum.
Skid row. Skid row. Sorry, guys. Okay, there's no point. It just turned off on me. Okay, so this is probably going to be the most helpful part of the reading when I look at where you're vibrating here, because this is usually where the shift of perception and energy changes. Yeah, judgment here. So this falls in line with that symbol that I saw earlier with regards to stressing about things is not going to change anything. It's likely just going to be, because it's likely draining you to stay in that stressful mode, and being able to just shift your awareness, shift your energy, so at least your perception of your current situation can be just relieved, at least for the moment. But then again, you are likely still going to be prone to be falling back into those lower states of worry, concern, stress, overwork, things like this. So you kind of have to work at it. But usually, like, you're number one, you know what I mean? Like, every moment counts. And so Spirit would much rather you be feeling safe, out of danger in your body, over anything else. Yeah, okay, so there you are. You have a really big energy here in anger. So that's usually telling me that people are fighting so hard to create the justice that they feel hasn't come to fruition yet, and this is a really big energy here with anger and pride. So you're really trying to hold on to this value or idea of whatever it is that you're trying to work towards. And when I ask Spirit, whether I'm trying to guide you here, yeah, they want you to let go, basically, of this goal that you're carrying. And just for a moment, okay, just for a moment, because I see once you have this topic in your mind, right, it stresses you out. You know, it doesn't feel good, obviously, when you have to think about, you know, what you have to do, what hasn't been, you know, what hasn't balanced the scales, whatever. So when you have those thoughts in your mind and that energy is filling your mind, just have the intention of sitting by yourself and draining all that energy for once, okay? Because you're trying to break the cycle here. So sit by yourself, okay? Maybe in a dark room, and drain all that mind energy and just go very, very passive, okay? And then bring all of that and just give it to the heart. I can't say this, and I don't say this. I say this. I say this a lot, and I'm not gonna stop saying it. Give the energy to the heart, okay? This is what's gonna give you peace. And then I see you. Once you give that to the heart, then the mind is gonna pick up on it, and the mind will shift to neutrality. This is what they're showing me here. So, and that's where Spirit wants you to be, where you get to actually, you're taking control of your space, so that regardless of whatever that is happening, then you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm not letting this take, like, get the best of me. Yeah. And, okay, perfect. Okay, see, look, once you do that, because you're actually operating here in the struggle paradigm: pride, anger, desire, fear. This is still basically work. I mean, this is the work paradigm here, but this is with confidence and self-empowerment. Okay, courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason. This is also work, but this is like the struggling work. This is like the person who's like working 3 jobs, or like, you know, working for a cause, and their health, they're doing what they need to do, but their health is deteriorating. So when you do that, when you connect to your heart, your energy will be like pretty much like projected into willingness here, where you still get to work on the issue, but you're coming more from a place of accountability, humility, and focusing more on you instead of trying to improve everything out here. You're really putting the energy back onto yourself. How can I improve myself? How can I be, someone of influence rather than someone of force, which is basically where you're operating as of now. So you want to, when you work on yourself, then you can come to a place of, like I said, influence. Where are you trying to guide me? There you go. Hey, you have... Okay, I'm going to give you this last affirmation here, because there's an affirmation here. I'm going to give it to you, hopefully. I think I'm just assuming, because they're showing me that they want you, on some level, they want to bring some of your energy up here to the levels of joy, peace, and enlightenment, and that should likely recharge you and give you a little bit of boost. So, one second. Okay, so this is how your more of your energy, when you say, oh God, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore, this is too much, I'm tired, I can't. When you do that, when you push away all this stress, your energy will go right up to the levels of joy, peace, and enlightenment. You're freeing your energies up when you decide that you are tired, this is enough. Does this make sense? Okay, so notice when you're tired, that's your higher self saying, yes, follow this feeling, okay? That's for you. Wow, I got a little passionate there. Okay, let's see. We have some new subscribers here, right? I'm so glad. Okay. Thanks. Are you saying I should talk softer? Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do, but my question was something else. Okay, so if I didn't listen, I'm gonna give Spirit one more shot to give me a sign. So hold your question one more time. I'm gonna close my eyes and hopefully give you some kind of impression here in regards to it. But if... Okay. I'll just tell you what I see, okay? With regards to this person. as of right now, this person is very, like, they've caved in on themselves. They don't like what's happening, and they've cut off, and they only want to pay attention to basically what's making them happy. One last thing here. This person wants space right now. Okay, so this is telling me that everybody needs to take care of themselves right now to be okay. Everybody recharge your batteries, okay? Now is not the time to talk to each other. Let everybody be good before, another drama like ensues. You know what I mean? So give it time. Okay. I'm gonna do a little game here. I'm gonna call a number out. This is the best way to do it. I'm gonna call a number out, and whoever types in that number first into the chat will get the next read, okay? So please type in the number 9 into the chat, and whoever types that in first will get the next reading. Thank you so much. Okay, so I typed the wrong number. It's okay. Mixed Top was the first one to type it in. So we'll go with Mixed Top, and then Cindy, you'll get another chance in the next round. Okay, so Mixed Top. So I do not want to know anything about you, including the question that you want to present to Spirit or the universe right now, okay? So please don't tell me anything. I like to let the signs come through organically, okay? So hold the question in your head very firmly. Hi, Moonchild. Mixed Top. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And if everybody could double tap the screen to like the video, that'd be really cool. So this is a reading for Mixed Top now. Also, I'm hosting a psychic circle tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and it's for a lot of, I'm not gonna say a lot, but some people are planning to come. We're all gonna sit in a circle, and we're gonna all connect to Spirit. I'm gonna give tips on how you can open up to your own intuitive psychic abilities, which we all have them. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So it's gonna last about 2 hours. You can come late, and just yeah, you'll be basically doing what I'm doing here. If you have tarot cards, you can bring that. If you have other tools that you use, if you already have a practice, bring that. Be you, bring what you want to do, bring what empowers you, all is welcome, okay? So, I'm gonna go ahead and close my eyes here. For Mixed Top, I'm gonna choose a card. So the Seven of Cups is coming through here as an omen. This carries the least amount of weight in my readings. It's really just a theme of that's pertinent to your question. So the Seven of Cups usually deals with somebody who has, like, usually has a lot of choices in front of them, and they're trying to make a selection, or it could mean that you have so many things in front of you that you can't really focus on one of them and nothing basically gets done. This could also indicate somebody who might be fantasizing in their head. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, so I think this has to do with money. It has to do with money, or it has to do with a general, whatever you find most valuable to you. Okay, that's what I thought. And what I felt here was there's disappointment with you. I feel like what you just told me, like, echo stop. I feel like you just told me you're in between jobs or something like this, and that you don't have money. But I think you're over exaggerating. I think, because I'm like, in my personally, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure everybody has some kind of money, but it's just a symbol. Okay, I don't know if this is in relation to the finances, but I'm also getting that you have heartache and that you have pain over this. And I feel like that kind of feels like your health is has been compromised here, because it's just the pain that you're showing me is like, it's almost like affected your entire, like, all levels of you basically. So I kind of feel bad. Let me see. I think this is an opportunity here. Spirit's trying to help me shift your energy, because I think a lot of energy has gone into this issue where now you've likely created patterns of shame, guilt, apathy, fear. And so because I think likely because you've been focusing a lot on these feelings, you likely have energy stuck there, and they want me to raise your what's coming towards Risha, present job. Yeah, I want to know about if I get the increment. I don't even know what that is. So, like I said, I don't know. I know you have heartache. That usually does tell me that it's in regards to a relationship, but I'm not sure here. It could deal with the finances as well, so I'm not sure. But I know it's something that is bothering you on, like, every level of your being here. So I see you here, at least you're encouraged, which is good. So that usually tells me that you're in a space where you feel at least a little bit empowered, and that you do have some type of control in your situation, and you likely realized what was causing stress in the past, and you're likely being vigilant to make sure that whatever stressful events happened in the past, you're trying to keep it away, and so that you can see your future as an improvement from the past. Okay, and that's a pretty big energy here with you, so that's good. And where are you guiding them? Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. So you're vibrating here. You're vibrating here at courage, like I said. It says level of empowerment, life is exciting, okay? Which is somewhat good. But here in this particular situation, they want to raise you to this level of reason and love, okay? Both levels. And so what that means for me is that when people are vibrating at the level of reason, spirit is encouraging you to think more rationally. And for example, I always give this example. If there was a hunger issue going on in the world, the way to go about that would be like, well, maybe we should invest in agriculture. So that's thinking rationally. So they're trying to encourage you to think this way, as well as the level of love. And this is unconditional love. So regardless of whatever is happening or whoever is involved, and maybe it's not, they're not behaving in the most ideal way, you're coming from a place where your inner strength cannot be touched. Okay, so I'm gonna close my eyes and see this. What was this? I think you just said something about. I have a race thing. Try to keep it that way. I think I'm being too practical or weird energy in me sometimes. Why did I see you saying I loved my closet? So it's a symbol. So usually when I see people in a closet, they're hiding themselves or protecting them in some way. This one, your higher self is telling me that you love your closet. So hold on. I'm getting the same thing. What's coming through is you being self-protective. And I don't know what it is that you're doing, but this is the symbol that's coming through, is the need for you to be self-protective. And the energy is so easy here. So if you're reaching out and you're trying to do too much, and your mind is going everywhere all the time, I'm getting a sense that you have the time to just be present here by yourself in this closet that they're showing me. And then they're showing me one more symbol, which is basically you realizing that you are likely doing something in excess to where you are now basically, you're no longer respecting yourself or loving yourself in all aspects. You might be thinking that you are. You might be thinking maybe, oh, I deserve this, I deserve that, I need good feelings, but it's something is showing me that it's not in the most healthy way. You're not treating yourself that will actually benefit you and everybody else in regards to this. So there's something you need to cut off basically to be able to respect yourself. You need to apologize to yourself because you're actually not being the best to yourself. Everywhere, all the time, yes, right? Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm seeing. They showed me this closet, and it's not a bad closet. It's obviously a very peaceful closet. So please just remember this and spend time with your heart here. I'm gonna close my eyes, close you out. You know what's coming through? Spirit's saying, drop that one kid. There's one person that they're showing me, and they're saying, drop it. And they called them a kid. They're like, drop that kid. That's what's coming through. Okay. For you. Okay, so I'm gonna do this whole who I'm drawn to. Okay, so we have. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna write a list here. Begin our little list. So, let's see. Cindy. I'm gonna do who I'm drawn to. Okay, who Spirit leads me to give a message. And at any time, if anybody would like to skip the line, all you have to do is make a donation. Minimum of $3, $3 US, and that's all. That's all you gotta do. But as of now, I'm just gonna write this list here. Cindy, Rupali, Sakshi, Meenakshi, Moonchild, Scarlet, Salma, and some of these people may not even be here, so Noel, Kenna, and Karen Cheever. Husani. Okay. Oh, no problem. Be well, okay? All that matters is you and your mind space and your heart, okay? That's what comes first. Okay. Perfect. You too. Have a good day ahead. Alright, so I'm going to use my little tune fork to see who Spirit leads me to for the next reading. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. It's Noel. It's Noel Kenna. Noel Kenna is I'm being drawn to Noel. Noel, you here? If not, I'm going to go on to the next person. Okay. Going once, going twice. Alright. Just since Noel's not here. Cindy. Cindy, are you here? Please be here. Please be here. Yeah! Okay. Hi, Cindy. Okay, Cindy, if you've never seen me read before, I don't I prefer people not to tell me about their question or whatnot. Try to avoid questions like, what is my future gonna look like, okay? Try to avoid things like, what's coming for me, okay? Because when we ask questions like this, what we're really asking about, what is, I'm basically a mirror for you guys, okay? So when you ask a question about what's my future gonna look like, it's gonna be a direct reflection of your current energies, because the most important moment is the now. Because whatever is reflective in your current energies is going to reflect of your future energies. So if you have something that needs to be tweaked, maybe a perception of yours, an attitude toward yourselves, maybe you're not loving yourselves in the best way, spirit is likely going to show that to me. I'm going to pick up on it. And so if you make the adjustment today, then your tomorrow is going to look much appealing. Okay? Does that make sense? So that's just a tip for everybody, okay? So it's really good to ask also, like, yes or no questions. Spirit loves these, okay? Because when you ask yes or no questions, things tend to come in clearer and faster and stronger for me, okay? And then if you do ask a yes or no question and then the symbols are not clear, then that usually means that the situation that you're in, spirit does not have an opinion on about it quite yet. Okay? It's likely an experience that they want you to go through for your soul's growth. Okay? Okay. So here we go. Tiny Tricks, I'll write your name here for next time, okay? Oh. So hold that question in your head for me. So I'm gonna pick a card. And also, this is a tuning fork. It's a conduit. So I've been using this for like years now. Okay, this is my go-to tuning fork. Spirit utilizes my body as well as this as a conduit to send energy through my body to lead me to a particular card or send images through my brain, and then I'll simply talk about the signs that I see. Okay? So that's how this works. It's very simple. I'm a translator. Okay. Oh god. Okay. So this likely has to do with some type of relationship that you're asking about. It's the Knight of Cups is here. Okay, that this is the person who usually like has a crush on somebody. They want to open up their heart, be open, be vulnerable, be affectionate, blah 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 blah. But the card itself holds the least amount of weight in my readings. Okay, so that's just the theme. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm so sorry. Okay, So I can relate to you. All I can hear is, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. You know, I don't want to face this alone. You know, I don't want to do this alone. That's what I'm feeling and hearing. So my heart goes out to you because I feel the same way. When I turn off this live, it gets very lonely. That's why I have this AI going. Sorry, hold on. This is about you. 1 second. Okay. Well, the good thing is, hold on, I'm going to read this. A symbol came through for me, and I have notes about it, so I just want to make sure I talk about everything about it that I know to give you the best information that you are entitled to. A lot of words, hold on. Where is it at? So, here we go. Where's it at? Nope. Okay. So, the good thing is, the positive thing is, even though I felt this part about you, there's a positive side to your life of being alone. So, what's coming through is the desire for justice. You're able to embody patience, courage, energy movement, change, power to control our environment, adaptability, control, and grace. So they're showing this to me as well. So actually, I don't know if you're actually embodying this already or if it's already the guidance. But I'm going to close my eyes one more time. Okay. I feel that you're drawn to doing inner work. I feel you are drawn of the idea and the impact of divine feminine, which has to do with someone who does a lot of like reflection, self-evaluation, tweaking themselves, and basically like doing what I do, the work that I do, like believing in the oneness of the universe and that we're all connected. But at the same time, I feel like you're hesitant to fully open yourself up to this, if this makes any sense. For some reason, I can feel that you have the divine feminine in you, but I almost feel like it's like a little like 50-50 a little bit. You're having a hard time opening up completely to it. And so that's what they're showing me here. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this part here. So this question that you held in your have in your head, you're here at reason, which tells me that you already have a lot of self-confidence with whatever this has to do with, and you are really strong in the way that you are trying to solve problems from an irrational standpoint. And then you show me this just keeps taking you higher and higher to the levels of joy, peace, and enlightenment. And this is a huge energy. This is obviously something that keeps you safe, makes you feel like you belong, and it's not going anywhere. This is part of you. You're holding on to this, and you're making it part of your life, whatever this has to do with. Okay, and then you go passive here. It looks like at times, I think you're trying to like, are you trying to humble yourself here and trying to learn more at times? I think you're like dabbling. You're trying to go back a little bit and be like, okay, what else can I learn? What else can I do? What am I missing? And then it empowers you, and it gives your power to your this unconditional love that you have going on for yourself. But you are doing inner work. You are doing inner work here. I want to see what this is. This is interesting. No, you're second guessing yourself, or you're deciding to say you're pushing this away. You're like, I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore. Is this what you're doing? I feel like this is what you're doing. You're like rejecting it. And I think that's what I was feeling earlier. Because you're in such a high place over here in enlightenment, peace, joy, love, and then I see you going back. For some reason, you're holding yourself back, and I don't know why, but it obviously has to do with some kind of rejection. And I'm going to ask Spirit where they're trying to lead you here, and I think this is the message where they're trying to get across here for you. Where are you guiding them? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So this has to do with a particular goal, and it's likely something that you know is gonna take some work. It's gonna take time. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. And if you're asking whether or not you should walk towards it, if you should keep going, the answer as of right now is no. So if you're thinking about rejecting this thing, and if that's within your highest guidance, Spirit has your back on this. Okay? And I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, so they're showing me one last symbol here, and I'm going to read it out loud. Okay. Yes, you're here to make an adjustment and to make a new healthy decision in a new direction. And you're figuring out why, the reasons why you're doing this. And they're saying, yes, it's good for you to figure out, like, that you're probably doing pros and cons here, but you're setting a new goal for yourself. And it feels good. It feels new, right? It's giving you new life. Okay? So I can see where they're taking you here. So keep doing that. The Spirit has your back. Does this make sense? Thank you so much. Yeah. You're so welcome. Come back and see me. I'm just gonna do a little shakeout over here to the side, okay? Don't mind me. I'll do the list thing, and I'll see who I'm drawn to. Just give me like 2 minutes over here. Just a minute to breathe. Okay. Aw. It's just the filter, guys. I swear, it's just the filter. It's an illusion. The filter is the only fake thing about all this. Oh gosh. Too funny. Okay. Okay, one last thing. Just get a little bit of water. Alright. So, I'm gonna go back to this list that I made. I'm gonna add new names, and I'm gonna go with who I'm drawn to. Okay? So I'm gonna cross out Cindy. We just did her. And we're gonna add our new names, like Naruto. And at any moment, if anybody would like to just skip the line, all you have to do is, I'm gonna put you light in the world. If you want to just skip the line, all you need to do is make a $3 minimum donation, not much, right? To the donation links there. Light in the world. Christina. And it's like, this is a big list, but likely some people have probably left the room already. Angira. And again, these are spirit led, so spirit's just gonna basically tell me who most needs basically the free reading. Most. Okay. Tiny Tricks, I think I have you, yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here we go. Scarlet. It's Scarlet. Is Scarlet still here? They may not even be here. So, but you gotta let me know that you're here. And if not, then I'm gonna go to the next name. So Scarlet going once, going twice. Oops. Okay, Scarlet, perfect. Okay. So wonderful. Good. So we'll go ahead and proceed. So Scarlet, you know how I work, so please don't tell me anything. And we'll go ahead and proceed. So thanks for being here. My name is JP, and obviously my YouTube channel is called One Card, One Affirmation, One Breath. So nice to meet you. So hold that question in your head, Scarlet. And again, try to avoid questions like what's coming towards me or what does my future look like, because with that question, I'm basically just going to what Spirit's going to show me is your current energies, okay? But if you don't have any important questions, then likely Spirit will show me like you're doing good, and it's also an opportunity to like, if I see people doing good work, if they're like making a difference or I see their potential, Spirit will have me talk about that too, to give you that burst of energy basically for your dignity. I'm gonna close my eyes now. Scarlet. Okay. So, a few symbols came through here. Just pull it up here. First obvious thing that I'm seeing here is that you're likely, there's fighting here. There's fighting involved. I don't know who it is. It could be inner conflict, but it feels like there's somebody there. I'm gonna close my eyes again, but I want to read these symbols here. What came through. Okay, so this symbol that came through, basically, I summarized it here. It's a symbol of needing to pay a cost of either energy, time, or resources in order to stay connected to your heart, to value and honor you. Okay, so, and it's a symbol that you might have to like do away with something else that doesn't align, doesn't resonate. Okay, it's a desire to keep showing up for yourself. Okay, and the other thing here that I was seeing, I think it was. Okay, let's just close my eyes one more time here. Sacrifice for the bigger picture. Okay, hold on one second. Oh, let's pick a card. Okay, so King of Pentacles is coming through as an omen. And I'll just talk about this briefly. The King of Pentacles is very responsible, not reckless at all, slow moving, consistent effort, works good with their hands, knows how to make people feel better. Yeah. And let me close my eyes again. Okay. So I have to interpret this one correctly. Give me a second. Okay. So, what I feel is this likely has to do with something that you feel you need to make a readjustment, right? And like what I said, like what I talked about myself. Okay, I'm reading for Scarlet here, nobody else, okay? This is for Scarlet only, okay? So everybody else, please. Okay, so Scarlet, this likely has to do something. I feel like you are kind of likely stuck in the middle with a decision. And I think you're having a hard time cutting off from something in order to respect yourself. Does this make sense? I think you're having a hard time letting go of something. I think this is what it is. Okay, one second. One more time, or let me actually see where you're vibrating here. There you are in courage, neutrality, and a little bit of willingness here. And the willingness is really strong here for you. So either you're looking at this in this particular situation that you asked about, you have a nice attitude in regards to you trying to be accountable, you trying to keep the peace, you trying to be the best that you can be, bring your best foot forward, figure out, okay, where's the cracks at, let me seal them, trying to be organized, just, you're coming from a humble place, okay? So that's nice. Anything else here? And that's huge here for you. It's like, oh, okay. And then yeah, you're also you're bringing really good energies here. I'm gonna tell you that much, okay? So when I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide you, okay. So they bring you to enlighten me here. So they want me to give you an affirmation. Okay. So there's your higher self is coming through here with a sentence that an affirmation they want you to say. There's a need for you to be in control, you to be at the top. Okay? But for some reason, when I hear this, when I hear you saying this and coming out with it and saying, okay, this is what's best, I need to be in control, why do I feel like you're having such a hard time taking that position, taking that role? It's almost like you don't want to be in control, or you don't want to take that role. What is this? But this is in line with highest guidance here. You taking control, because apparently you're bringing the best energies to the table here. I don't know what this has to do. Truly, I have no idea what this is about. All I do is see signs and then I talk about it. See? Justice is coming through. Whatever this has to deal with, there's an opportunity to create equilibrium, balance, to balance the scales. Yes, hey Sam Rain, 6 p.m. sharp, okay? Eastern time, we'll be there. So, yes, I think Spirit is telling you that you have, I don't want to say responsibility, but they want you to make the world a better place. They see something in you, and there it is. Joy, peace, enlightenment, okay? And where are you guiding? You're spiritually aligned here. Or where are you guiding? Yeah, same thing. One last thing here for Scarlet, and then I think this should be good. Okay, there's something that you do not like. This has to do with a role that I feel like you've taken on. And what they're showing me, or what I'm feeling here about you, is that you don't like this role. You don't like it. But as my vision ended here, they want you to take more of like a silly attitude, like a playful attitude. Okay? And they want you to start, I don't want to say erase, but start fading away this old dialogue that you apparently don't like. Whatever it is that repels you from having to be in this role. But it's part of Goi. Anyways. So, is this making any sense to you? Is it making sense to you? Perfect. Okay, that's all. As long as you understand. Okay, y'all, listen. I have to save my energy because let me do one more. I'll do one more reading, okay? One more. Sound okay? I'll do one more reading. Okay. And then I gotta rest because we have a psychic circle. No problem, Scarlet. We have a psychic circle coming. It's gonna happen about 2 hours from now, so I want to have enough energy for that. I'm gonna be the host. You all are welcome. Please come if you want to open up to Spirit and explore and discover your intuitive psychic abilities, which we all have. It's gonna be beautiful. And we'll do one more. So we have about 7 people here in the room. The person who types in the number 2 into the chat first will get the next reading. Go. Okay. It's Moonchild. And everybody else will get, I promise, I'm not going anywhere, so these readings are not disappearing. So I will read for you all very soon. Okay, Moonchild. Hopefully you have that question in your head, okay? You got it? Okay. I gotta text my friend. Hold on. She texted me. She's like, she wants to go eat crabs tonight. Okay. All right. So, Moonchild, I think you have your question ready, right? Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna pick a card. Okay. So, Moonchild, what you asked about, you're likely stressed about, or overworking yourself, or doing a lot of work, and you're probably feeling or seeing that there's not a lot of return. Okay. So, Moonchild, what I'm getting from this Ten of Wands is basically you saying, I can't give up. I can't give up. This is my baby. I gotta take care of my baby. And so you're cradling your baby. You're cradling your baby there. But you yourself, are telling yourself that, whatever you've gone through, whatever strife and if you feel like this is a burden, you're holding on to this baby, whatever it is. It's symbolic, obviously. Okay. So what came through here is basically, I feel like I'm in a city and I'm looking at this stray cat. There's a stray cat that I'm seeing. And I feel like I'm you. And I'm looking at this cat and I'm like, should I help out this cat? and you're like really contemplating, like, God, I want to help out this cat, but I don't know. I don't know what I should do. You know? And then you spend so much time just like contemplating what you're going to do about if whether or not you're going to help out this cat or not. And I think Spirit is trying to tell you don't help out this cat right now. Okay? I think I think that's what just came through. 1 second. Okay. So whatever it is that you're doing definitely has a challenging, hard, difficult factor to it. Okay? It is undeniable that whatever that you're working towards or whatever this has to do with is going to be challenging, it's going to be hard, but I think you already know this, okay? And what was coming through with this difficulty as you go through this process or whatever it is that you're whatever path you're walking towards, the word justice is coming through at the same time. So it's either um it's either that's telling me that this difficulty is either like, I'm gonna say maybe, I mean, what do you think? Likely you're walking towards creating a sense of justice, equality, equilibrium, you know, or I don't know. I can always ask, but let's look at the card. Okay, so there you are in willingness and in acceptance, and then you grow into reason. So that's really good. And then reason is huge here for you. And then you're basically floating there in reason. So this is telling me that you're in your power. You're absolutely in your power. You're thinking things rationally as well. And I don't think you have any plans to deviate away from this. Now, when I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide you, okay, they want to take you to enlightenment too. So I'm going to get this. So you have energy available to you in enlightenment, okay? So try to focus and move your energies up towards enlightenment. I'm going to try to get this affirmation here for you. Okay, so I think your higher self is telling you in this situation, it is going to be benefit. Like, you do kind of need help, assistance from somewhere, something, some or people. I don't know. That's what's coming through. Your higher self wants you to recognize that you could benefit from receiving help from wherever that is. What's coming through is not very strong. I may have said already everything that needs to be said in regards to this question. Mm-hmm. There we go. I think you're good, honestly. So did you get clarity? Yeah. Quick, Koi. Koi. Did you get clarity here? I really don't think you have. There's not too much of an issue here. They just want you to focus on loving your work. Continue saying and affirming to yourself that you love your work, okay? Because you're obviously supposed to continue doing that, okay? And ask for help sometimes. Apparently, that's what was coming through here. Does this make sense? That's gonna be it for now, you guys. I'm holding a psychic circle at 6 p.m. Yes, you just confirmed what I know. Perfect. So you're doing well. You're aligned. You're doing work. You're doing your soul's work. So I'm very proud of you. I don't usually. Well, I can just tell that you're doing work for your soul. God's work, and so, yeah, God is always here saying, "Good job, very good." So don't. Yeah, I'm proud. You too. Okay, so 6 p.m. I'm holding a psychic circle. It's gonna be 2 hours. If you want to open yourself up and learn a little bit about meditation and receiving symbols for yourself, anybody is welcome. Bring a notebook. Bring some water. Don't eat too much before you come. Don't drink anything too sugary or anything too salty. And try to do a little light exercise, and or maybe a little bit of stretching. Wake your energies up. A little bit of tea, a little bit of caffeine is good. Okay, and be ready to receive. Okay, we'll see you at 6. All right, it's gonna be fun. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I gotta rest a little bit before I do my little hosting circle here tonight. He's all right. He's doing better. I've been feeding him like gourmet stuff, so. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Maybe I'm gonna see you guys at 6. Yeah. You guys are I'm gonna teach, and I'm gonna hold space for everybody to connect to spirit. It's gonna be fun. Oh, thank you. He says hi. He's like looking at me. He's like, am I in trouble? Am I in trouble? Should I not bark? He needs a little bit of excitement in his life. But yeah, my friend is asking me if I should go eat all you can eat crabs tonight. But I'm like, no, I have to host this psychic circle at 6 p.m. But then I'm free after, so yeah, I'll go after. It'll be at around 8. So I can't go past our time. I have to be mindful of our time. So, but it should be fun. And then I'm holding another one tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for everybody else in the world who can't make it tonight at 10 a.m. because I have some people who wanted to join. They're in Europe, they're in New Zealand, India, so you can join there too if you can't make it tonight. I don't have money. I'm so broke. I'm starving artist. But I do need to eat. I like to eat. It's my favorite thing to do. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, y'all, for the encouragement. Okay, I'll see you at 6. Okay. One love.